no-brainer.
If it was immune to darkness, then let's try light.
Persona! It won't work. 3 of them. Don't
Well,
give
it
up
was
now,
worth a
okay?
shot.
Take this! Couldn't quite beat it. Yukiko-senpai, wake up, please! Ah!
Oh, this could be bad.
Yukiko-senpai can't get back up.
Okay, no, we're good. I think since I have Nico Shogun here, I think we'll be just fine.
Yukiko-senpai's dizzy.
It's groups like these that I love having a persona that's either strong or repels physical.
Let's go! 3 of them. Don't give up now, okay?
Which is why I decided to keep Nico if I got rid of Rongda. So, that's why. Yes, we're going with the nuking approach. And yes, I've used this in the past. During some of the filler fights.
I won't lose.
Which is why Naoto's SP is in the tubes. Because 47 SP per ultimate casting of that is not exactly what you would call cheap. It's usually worth charging it up though.
All yours. Well done, everyone.
Because boom goes the dynamite whenever you finally do get the thing off. Of course, the, big negative of this whole thing of using that is you run out of SP very quickly. I think I've used it maybe 3 times, if that. But in its defense, it did murder all 3 of the groups at once. But, like I said, it's a very expensive thing. It can be very useful in certain boss fights if she's not doing anything. You might as well use it. But, after that, you're pretty much stuck with physical attacks. Which, if I had Kanji, is pretty much what he'd be doing anyway. So, it's really not that big of a difference for me. But for your min-maxer, she's really not your best bet as far as party members go. But when she does get Mahamon and Mamudoon, or whatever those are, she is a grinding machine if you run into groups that are weak to shadow or light, and those are fairly numerous in later dungeons. I guess you really gotta ask yourself, would I rather have easier time grinding, mobs getting to the boss, or would I like an easier time with the boss, but with a bit more difficult time with the mobs? That's really what you gotta ask yourself. I mean, Naoto can make a really great pure item user. Then again, every character can. It's really not difficult. I'm just I don't know what I'm doing now. Well, that's good. It means we're not wasting our time doing them. There's something wrong, isn't there? I had assumed so, everybody else has had. That's foreboding.
Careful. That one's totally weak. Better not lose.
Well, if it's immune to wind and has Garudyne, I'm going to guess it's weak to lightning.
Let's go. Enemy defeated. Don't stop now, Naoto-kun.
Never hurts to check the others, though.
Persona! Enemy down. Here's our chance. Let's go. Let's do it. This is it.
See, even if you make a logical guess, it doesn't mean you're ever going to be right. Because when you logically think about it, is anything ever actually going to be logical in a magical world inside the TV where you're summoning aspects of yourself to battle other shadow? I don't know. There is no way it's going to be logical. I'm pretty sure there's a logical fallacy in there somewhere. Let's just not think logical, I guess. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. But, I mean, seriously, I don't think logic can be applied in here where things are just floating up in the air like that over there. That rhymed. But, okay. Seriously. Alright, fine. No, I'm not going to just run over there and try and play quick draw, because every time I ever try and do that, I end up getting ambushed. I do not wish to be ambushed at all, really. I've done that far more than I ever have before in any other session. I've been quite embarrassed because of it.
Let's go!
Way more on the enemy side. Keep it up.
Oh crap, these things hit hard, or at least they always did before. Okay, I need something that's not going to... I'm not going to die in 2 hits. That isn't really going to cut it. I guess I'll go with Nico. And try using wind, maybe? Or maybe... No, lightning would be a better attempt, I think.
Now, okay?
It was wind. Of course it was wind, the one I didn't pick.
Someone finish this one off!
Alright, well, they don't counter so far.
Persona! Couldn't quite beat it.
Oh, this is bad.
Just what I'd expect, Chie-senpai. Oh, that's it.
Boy, you people are really, really lucky. That probably should have...
It's over!
There! Enemy defeated. Good job.
That should have darn near killed both of them, but... Okay, so it's not wind either.
Someone finish this one off!
Don't lower your guard now.
I don't know what to... I guess just nuke it.
Enemy defeated. That's the spirit, Senpai.
Has anyone ever yelled those words to Chie, nuke it, and it actually died? I feel like that's a first. You know, normally you would say those words to, I don't know, Yosuke, Teddy, you know, Yukiko, anybody else. Chie, not really so much. She's more kick it in the teeth kind of, you know, thing.
Enemy down. Nice move, Senpai.
Alright guys, pile on! Ready? Let's do it!
That right there is another reason to love Apt Pupil. You get a lot more crits.
My skills have been honed.
Oh good, she finally gets Blight. It's not really that great.
Yes, I leveled up.
But I mean, it does poison all the enemies, so it basically replaces Deathbound. Or, I don't know if it really replaces Deathbound. I mean, you can, but... I don't remember if Deathbound gets 3 hits or only 1. If it's only 1, then I usually replace it with Blight. I mean, poison chance, it does comparable damage, plus chance of poison, so why not replace it? I do need to test Deathbound more, see if it's 1 to 3 or if it's just 1, or I could just, you know, read the description. That would probably work just as well instead of wasting my own time. Yeah, I think we'll just do that, you know, the more sensible option, actually reading. It's a foreign concept in today's video games, I know, but I'm old school, what can I say? I grew up playing, like, Mule. Actually, no, I was pretty old when Mule came out. Most people probably don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's not good. That one's totally weak.
Well, if darkness won't work...
Persona!
You hit the enemy's
Keep
weakness.
going, Senpai!
You know, just on a hunch, I said, that thing's probably weak to ice.
Awesome, Senpai. You really hit.
We have our chance! Are you ready? Be gone!
And do you know what that hunch was based off of? It was based off of a boss in Persona 3 named the Carnal Snakes? Carnal something?
Excellent.
I don't know. I don't even know if they were weak to ice. It just seems like every, you know, snake-type enemy is weak to ice.
Oh, did I level up?
They aren't all, but it just, you know, it's like pattern recognition. You see a snake, you think it's weak to ice. Or maybe that's just me, but I seem to think that. And, you know, logically, I should have switched to, you know, Nico Shogun and used wind or electric, but logic doesn't always win the day. What did I just finish saying before? Well, might as well see what's over here first. Of course, he's facing the wrong direction. They always face the wrong direction. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's not good. Darkness won't
Persona!
work.
Well, I guess that solved that pretty quickly, now, didn't it? Those things are a pain. Oh yes, Lilith. I always use Lilith. Lilith has Ziodyne. I remember that much. I usually fuse her to make a wind and electric persona, so I'm getting rid of Mott, because Mott I never really use that much. But I do want to fuse, I think, Lilith here and... Oh, I don't remember how you pronounce that one thing, but I'll fuse her, that thing, and I forget which one of my persona has Garadyne, but I'm going to fuse those, try and get Garadyne and Ziodyne onto one thing, and hopefully with Invigorate, and that will be my new go-to persona for wind and electric. That's the plan. Whether I can get the roulette machine to actually get all those onto one persona, that's a whole other story. It's times like this I wish I was playing the golden version where you could just choose what you inherit, but that's a little too easy. I mean, it's not really a challenge to make your own persona team then. At least when, you know, back in these vanilla days, if you got something with all that stuff on it, you could go, hey, look at me, I'm lucky. You know, it's like an accomplishment to finally get the team you wanted with what you wanted on it, you know? Oh god, just turn around. Please. No, you're not going to. You're gonna just take your oh, there you go. See, I like that enemy group. Just 3 snakes. All you gotta do, cast Mobafula. Boom, you're done. Really easy, but, I mean, it didn't really cost Naoto what's left of her really pitiful amount of SP, so that's good, because I'm kind of... Whenever she gets really, really low on SP, we're backing out of here. It's kind of like a self-imposed time limit. Have I explored everywhere? No, I have not. I'm going to go get that. Because, well, it could be very good loot. Could be another great accessory for... well, I guess no, Chie doesn't even have a weakness anymore. Does Naoto have a weakness? I don't remember. You think I've known that through all my years of playing this. I honestly do not know. I should be ashamed, really. I don't think she does. But that's just off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Ooh, a rare.
Ooh, a rare one. That one's total.
You know, I don't think I've ever got a rare one here and actually killed it.
Blast, it won't work. One enemy to go. Keep it up.
Persona! No way, it's not working?
But there may have been a very good reason for that. Maybe I just guessed wrong every time. Come on, Lilith. Alright then.
Persona! Don't tell me it's not working.
Okay, what could possibly... Okay, it's wind or instant death.
Persona!
I see, so it won't work.
Okay, it has to be one of these last two.
What?
I should certainly hope it's one of these last two. Lashizi, that was the name I was looking for earlier. It's weak to instant death? It's weak to shadow? Are you serious? Well, alright, I guess I'll... If it's not, then I call shenanigans.
Persona!
Come on. Come on, Shadow.
Let's go! I see, so it won't work.
What?
Pain. Physical attack.
It's null to everything. I can't hurt the thing. How am I supposed to kill it? Seriously, game, what is the procedure here? I can't do anything that'll possibly hurt the thing, so I can't kill it. So am I supposed to just like run from like the ultimate enemy in the entire game that you cannot even kill? This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this.
No way, it's not working?
This thing's harder than the final boss. I literally cannot win this fight. Is there a point to even trying anything else, or I don't know. I have no idea what to do. I guess I should just ram my head against a brick wall and just... Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Shenanigans, game. Shenanigans were declared. And I don't think anybody out there can really argue with my declaring shenanigans there. And if you do, well then you're just... I don't know. But come on. Come on. That wasn't right, but at least I got loot. Well, I think I'm gonna try and go to the next little, the fourth paradise, and then probably call it a day. After I explore what's left of... Actually, was that it? Well, I guess we're going back up to the fourth area and then calling it a day. Because I really don't want to keep trying to go further with no SP on Naoto, because, well, it's really just not very good business. It's like trying to run after you've already, exhausted all your energy. It's just not going to work very well. And in life or death situations, it's generally not advised. Well, I guess that's a heck of a cliffhanger. She's saying something, but it's too quiet. Well, she's saying something, guys, and let's leave. But shouldn't we, go further trying to see what she's... I'm tired. Seriously, how did that conversation go? I'm tired, we're leaving. But she's tired too. I mean, we can't stay in here for more than 20 minutes. We're just leaving her in here for days. That's one thing I never understood. It's like a small plot hole. You go in there for like an hour and everybody's saying, I'm exhausted, but when you leave them in there by themselves and to their own devices, nobody says a thing. They're not tired. They're not too tired then. They can stay in there for almost upwards of a month. I don't know what reason that thing has to be picked at me. I've been level 9, so what are you mad about? I guess because I'm not level 10 yet. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you guys next time. Next time we're going to try and get to the end of heaven, but I don't know how far we will get. But I shall see you guys there. Goodbye, everyone.